Mm. 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 Yeah. Mm.
It's truly like good or amazing, and I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, and um, it's just this is hard to kind of figure out how to process all these emotions. I feel grateful to be able to have the opportunity to make something like this, but
Mm.
it's kind of hard to describe. It's kind of confusing, but um,
Right.
yeah, it's just like there's a lot of weird feelings of like I don't know, like am I good enough? Is it okay? Is it like
Yeah.
and like sure it probably is. It's just I don't know. I'm just going through a lot, so
Mm.
yeah.
Thank, thank you, Fro. That's
I
real,
know and
real.
relate to that. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I was about to say, you wanna try and do the reflection drag?
Mm.
Just like a minute of, what you heard, uh, pro as far as kind of like you said, what you're going through, what the emotions,
Mm.
the
Yeah.
the core of it.
Mm.
So like when I experience that, I find that I'm doing something that I don't actually want to do and I'm feeding off of other people's
Mm.
interest in it to
Mm.
keep going. And I have
Oh
to
yeah.
find my own reason to keep going and ignore other people's feedback if I want to keep going on it. Or I have to decide maybe take a break and wait till it hits me again or find a new inspiration
Mm.
for it. Spice it up and make it something you want to keep doing instead
Mm.
of just relying on other people want to see it, so I should make it for them. Do it. I want to make it because I want to make it.
Mm.
Even if that means taking a
Mm.
break or changing it up some way, find something interesting to keep going on about.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
So
yeah, I love
I,
that.
can I try?
Yeah, go for it. Go
Because
for
I
it.
think I know where
Mhm.
you were going.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you kind of went to the, where we all try to go. I think with advice, where you're offering the what worked
Yeah.
for you from your, you know, uh, empathy to feeling the same kind of stuff. But the goal here is more to go to the base of that, the core of it, and say, it sounds like you're feeling this, that, I've also felt this way from this
Yeah.
type of thing, and it makes you, look at things this way, or kind of the reason for, why you're coming up with these fixes,
Mm.
the reflection of the pain point, not so much
Mm.
the advice into,
Mm.
resolution.
Yeah.
So, like, what was it that caused me to do it or hit the same thing?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's like if you're, somewhat like if you're
Yeah.
feeling the reflective there, what,
Mm.
not so much going into your own anecdotes, but saying, I've also seen where, this type of thing can, make you feel that way.
I would
I
actually
mean,
say it's a little
Or,
bit more
and
that
yeah, I was gonna say welcome Hea to refine my
yeah,
attempt
well,
there.
it's close, but I would say pretend you
Mhm.
have amnesia and you've never created anything before and you're
yeah,
just hearing about this land of creation like it's brand new and you're going, wait, so when you create things, then you actually feel this like spin inside of you because you're not able to like feel your own core creation energy
yeah.
unless people are feeding that back to you. And so you're just pretending you've never heard about any of this before and giving it back like a mirror. That's the whole
Mm,
goal of it. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. If you'd
I
like
don't
to,
know how to do that.
it's very foreign to us, right? Because we kind of like build a block and be like, this sucks, and be like, yeah, this sucks for me too, and but we don't go to just the level that it's at and just say, huh, this sucks. And so this is breaking the social norms for sure. But this is just an opportunity to try. So thank you for trying. Thank you for hearing it. And
Mhm.
I kind of jumped in there as the example, and I'm curious, do you feel heard?
Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think what everyone was talking about is
Yeah.
definitely accurate, and I feel like I've been heard. So I
Yeah.
feel like I
There
was
you go.
reflected properly.
Yeah.
So
Lovely.
thank you.
And
Yeah, yeah.
I will confess that there's always a part of me when I feel somebody's very real and active pain where I'm just like, I kind of feel relieved somebody is breaking the rules a little bit because I do want to know that this person is getting some kind of virtual hug. But I'm still going to hold you to
Mm,
that line to ask you to practice resisting that urge to fix it because Fro could, we all know Fro could talk to
Yeah,
ChatGPT about this and probably get some really good advice, if not, you
mm,
know,
because if
with
it feels bad to say stop trying, don't keep doing it if it's not giving you that satisfaction.
yeah,
But at the
and
same time, if it's not there, it's not there.
and you actually get to not do either. Not
Yeah,
say, here's where your inspiration can come from, or you should stop. You get to just let all that go and go, you're hurting right now, and this is why.
yeah.
Like
And
at its simplest form is just saying, I hear you.
yeah, with
It's
some
Like,
like
details of what I
it's
hear.
like one
yeah,
step
yeah,
before what I did.
Got it.
Like
Exactly. You
just
got
be
it.
like, yeah,
mhm,
I've experienced that too, but it was because I was looking for
Right.
the feedback, the positive
mm,
feedback.
Yeah, yeah. And
yeah. That's what I was trying to
ironically,
articulate that.
yeah, ironically,
Yeah,
that
I
is
get
mm,
it.
what Fro's pain point is he's looking for people to say back, it's going to be okay, or you did really great. And so this is an important place to not jump into that and let him be in that pain to some degree and be open to
Okay.
exploring that because that's a really important place to be curious. Um, that is the
mm.
core spot of how we relate to each other and how we bond. So thank you. So beautiful the learnings we're doing. Who would like to share next?
Um,
Silent.
I think I have one.
Okay.
Um, I guess this is like I exist not within like a single community, but rather like there's like a patchwork of like related communities that where people are kind of shared between them. And for the past like um 4-ish years, myself and like some of my friends have been advocating for kind of like valuing everyone who's part of those communities on equal terms. And things have been going really well, actually. Like things are going in a very, very positive direction. Um, the pain point, though, is that I get to look around, and the ideas that we've been talking about aren't spreading evenly, basically. Like there's some groups, some places that have like accepted these ideas like with fully, and they're looking a lot better. And there are some corners which are basically unchanged, and people are being just as exploited as they were, I guess, many years ago, and that's a bit painful to see. And kind of hearing some stories from people who have been hurt recently. Um, yeah. So it's like things are going well, but not everybody's like feeling that. Not everybody is like able to like I guess experience the things going better.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to reflect silent back. Mm. Mm.
I feel like at a certain point you have to make a rule where you just get to call on people. But no, Mary's threw up a hand.
Yeah. So I think I heard that you had like a collection of kind of or interconnected groups where people were being exploited, and there was some new norms being set to resolve that, but it was only working for some communities and not others. Some were still exploiting people.
Mm.
yeah.
Do you feel heard by that?
I mean that is more or less the story.
I heard something about the word exploitative that really caught in my chest. Do you feel like that got heard? You wanted to say more on that?
I mean, I guess maybe the one thing that wasn't heard, because I feel like the source of the pain is the fact that not everybody's getting to experience kind of the norms that we've been attempting to spread, where I am in a situation where like I'm talking about how well things are going, but then some people are like, well, what do you mean? So it's kind of this this disconnect.
The ache of realizing they're not receiving the nutrients the same way other people are, as these norms are normal.
Yeah, it's that disconnect that is the source of the pain, because like
I keep hearing the word incongruity.
Yeah, because things are going well, right? Like it is spreading, like it's working. We're doing it. We're successfully doing the thing. It's just not equally,
Yeah, it's not reaching everyone same way. Yeah. Oof. Feel that like in my upper chest here. Like I kind of want to cough, but I also just want to like have something really warm over that spot. Thank you. Who else would like to share?
I think I've kind of got mine formulated here. And it's kind of, once I settle on the idea, I kind of can notice it in like online and family and work. But the kind of central point that made me think about it was we just, closed on a house, and that's great. And we're moving stuff in, and hooray, congratulations. But like my family is not very organized. So in the moving of things, there's just a lot of clutter, and like I'm a pretty cluttered person. I got kind of a little a nest, my mom would call it. But like there's a certain amount of like I don't impede myself. Like it's it's to help with uh you know accessibility, and things I use often will just be laying out, but I don't like put things in my way or leave a mess behind that's going to cause a problem later that nobody cleaned up. And I see that at work and stuff, and definitely it's very disorganized, a lot of people. But even online to a degree, it got me thinking of like, might just be familiarity, but I think of kind of my the server where I come from, the big community that I've been with, is kind of a little more streamlined. I think it's got a more kind of clear cut purpose with less, information to kind of gather than bridge makers. But bridge makers historically, we've always kind of struggled with the idea. Mary definitely knows of like too many channels, or how to categorize them, or what emojis to put on things to make them noticeable to people. Uh, so that kind of just the clutter and kind of getting everything together, and been trying to just try to get everything organized and back to routine that I'm comfortable with.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Oof. I would like to reflect Carl back.
I'd like to add to that.
Hold
You
your
can't
ad
you
and
can't
maybe type it
bandwagon my
there.
pain point.
But you could type it in the chat. Who would like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
reflect it?
I could try.
Okay.
So from what I understand, you're going through a lot of life transitions and finding things that are a bit cluttered, a bit messy, unfinished, or when left alone and not attended to might cause problems down the line. And this seems like it's affecting your move, and it's also being reflected at work with how employees are also being messy. And it sounds like an uncomfortableness that is being faced repeatedly. And it
Yeah.
definitely sounds, yeah, it sounds rough. I could
Mm.
imagine, coming to realize that, like, if we had just done thing in the past, X or Y,
Yeah.
problem now wouldn't be so intense, and there's like regret or feelings of, I could have done this better, probably. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
case, but that's what I would
Yeah,
imagine.
I'd definitely say you heard me there. It's kind of just a low level anxiety. Uncomfortableness is a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Out of my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I saw something that, like, out of all the stressful situations, they did like a poll throughout people in America, and they put moving above divorce. And that was something I thought was very
Mm-hmm.
interesting because
Buying a
of how
house
stressful.
specifically, I believe it is. Yeah.
Oh, that would make sense for sure. But I think it was just moving and even just,
Really?
switching apartment. But yeah,
Mm.
I think it was also because there's just more people moving rather than, going through something like a divorce. But it's just that's what the ranking were.
Wow. More
So,
relatable.
Yeah.
And
mhm.
I can't, I gave you a gift, but congratulations on signing a house. That's a really big deal.
Mhm.
That's
That's great.
in the middle of all the pain. I used to work at a real estate office as a branch coordinator, and I know what that labor is like. It tears people apart
Mm.
and puts them back together. So thank you for surviving that. Okay, who's next? Thank you, Carl.
Yeah. I gotta keep a mental tally of who we've heard from.
Mm-hmm. That's part of it. Part of me wants to tug on Camel over there, but also, if not Camel, then Scott.
Hmm. I struggle sometimes with, well, yeah, there are specific people that I know in VR chat that they gain a lot of self-worth from listening to people's problems and then trying to give them advice. And I know friends that do this, and I find it very uncomfortable being in that environment when I can hear them trying to push for this person to take advice on a situation that the person they're talking to knows better than they do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
And sometimes it can just seem pretty. It really worries me how damaging it could be.
Yeah.
This is in my mind at the moment because it's just I have come from that exact situation just before I joined here, where somebody was talking about an issue with like a grandparent that they don't speak to, and they're just waiting for them to die so that their relationship improves with their mother. And this guy is encouraging this stranger, practical stranger, to speak to their grandfather and advising on how they should go about it. And it's such a delicate situation, and it's just.
Yeah.
It really worries me when people have that need to be validated in themselves by being a mentor for somebody else that they don't really know.
Mm.
It scares me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Thank you, Camel. Feel that in my rib cage. It's like my ribs are cracking as you're talking. It's deep. Who would like to reflect Camel back? Yeah.
Well, I'd like to try to not add to this one because this one
Yeah, you feel it
this one
too.
hits hard.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try my best to not add to this.
Feel free to add
So-
to it after privately
Yeah,
outside of this
exactly.
context.
There you go.
Yeah. So what I heard from you is that you are, or you find yourself in spaces or around people who feel the need essentially to, or are validated by providing unsolicited advice to others who they maybe don't really even know too much about, and that's something that makes you deeply uncomfortable, like thinking about like being in the presence of that happening, and also like thinking about like that person's need for that validation. That's I got kind of both of those angles from you. Both being in the presence of like the conversation and also like thinking about it more like abstractly.
Yeah,
Both of those
you
make
got
you
it.
uncomfortable.
And that is also an element of it. Yeah, that I do feel like they are just. I'm at odds with between wanting to say, well, hang on a minute, don't necessarily take that position on it because you don't know the full situation, and knowing that in doing that, I'm taking away the source of validation from the person that's trying to give the advice.
Mm-hmm.
And the positive and negative
consequences of whether I say something or whether I don't.
Yeah.
There's yeah.
Yeah.
Book concepts that I've read from psychiatrists like Irvin Yalom, who talks about ripples in society, that everybody makes ripples in society, and that if I'm kind to somebody behind a desk in a store, then they may be kind to the person after me, sorry, or they might have an interaction with a family member of theirs that changes, it propagates. And people that make these positive and negative ripples in society all the time. And it's such a once you're aware of this kind of thing, it's such a responsibility. And I worry about it as well. So yeah, you heard that too, I think.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Silent, for taking that one. I felt the energy in the room when you were speaking, Camel. I was like, it's going to take a strong force to resist adding to this because this is a hard one. And you named it with such, with such soulful pain. So thank you. Who would like to share next? I know you're not raising your hand, your leg drag.
Raising my leg.
Cute.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's not a hand.
I've been chosen by the
Is it
universe.
your turn? The
Yes, so,
glitches have picked you.
yeah. My pain point recently has been like a really simple one, probably everybody's experienced, where two friends are small friend group, two friends are fighting and angry at each other,
Oh.
and one is, I forgot what the word I was gonna use is, but they're like overreacting to the other person's behaviors as like call them out, make them look worse than they are. So like point the finger first so then the finger doesn't get pointed at them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys just need to chill and like see where it goes. Like because the water's hot right now, nobody should make any action and just cool off. So just little friend group fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Who would like to reflect drag back?
I can give it a go. I get yeah, it sounds like you have some friends who you are hoping can be non-reactive and non-reflexive with each other, for their own sakes and the sakes of the friendship.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is a bit of a reach. It might have just been the way you said it, or it might have been what you said. Forgive me if this isn't it, but sounded like you might be unsure of how much guidance to give in terms of what you should advise them to do and what you shouldn't.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not sure if that was...
Like, I'm trying to stay out of it. It's between them, but it is like a three-way friend group. So I have to pick a side. So I'm like, whatever happens, I'm just staying where I am and taking care of myself.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. And I specifically felt this body language from you of going, somebody's in pain, somebody's getting bigger. Now this person's getting bigger. Now this person's getting, and it's just going like this. And you're holding.
They're both escalating one at a time.
Yeah. And you're asking them to chill. You hope they will chill. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Who else would like to share? got Mary, we got Axel, and we've got Scott.
Yes, I could.
Okay.
I have recently been. I just finished my first year of the master's program, which is great. But I am continuing my work on my thesis in my off time right now. And I was recently writing to finish out my scene 5 of my play that I'm doing my thesis. And I hit a point where I couldn't find the place that I wanted to go with the words that I wanted to say. And it just hit me in a way where it's hard for me to push through because like I was abandoning the whole purpose why I was writing it. And so I talked to my mentor about it, and we came up with ideas. But it's just been a pain point, and I'm still running into that.
Yeah. Thank you, Axel. Who would like to reflect that back? I think we got Scott or Fedor. Did you do a reflection?
Yeah, Carl.
Yeah, for reflecting for me.
So Scott.
I could go again.
Yeah.
If you want me.
You want to try reflecting that back, Scott?
Sure. I'm just a little bit nervous because the mic like cut out on me a few times.
Yeah.
But let me try because
actually.
I was really invested because I know how much work a master's degree is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, so it sounded like to me that the master's is coming up upon some of the thesis work. And it also involves a play that you're writing. I wasn't sure if the two were fused, if the play is like a separate project in addition to the thesis. Okay, they're tied together. And I didn't quite clearly hear the conundrum around the thesis work, though. I was wondering if maybe you could share that part again.
Yeah, but before the start of the next semester or next session, which is in January, I'm going to finish Act 1. That's my goal. But the thing is, I keep the roadblock where what I'm wanting to say and write into the scenes isn't truthful to the purpose of the play that I'm writing.
Oh, I see. So yeah, so the feeling is that the like the concepts and the dialogues and the situations that are coming to you like don't really feel 100% like aligned with what the thesis is really trying to land.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you, Scott. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit unorthodox, but I mean, sorry to interrupt what you were going to say.
No, it's okay.
I thought I might reflect what Scott said a little bit. It's not quite about the masters, but I want to recognize one of the things I was thinking of mentioning earlier was that the pressure of reflection for somebody's pain point and the difficulty the pressure to get it right and not miss some important detail and make it seem like I wasn't listening to what they were saying and the importance that it clearly has to them, the implication of what it would mean to them if it seemed like I wasn't listening. There was some microphone issues there, but I just kind of wanted to acknowledge that that was a thing for me, at least, and I felt it
Yeah.
from you too.
Yeah. And I want to honor you how gracefully you did that, Scott, by saying, "Hey, this matters to me. It is personal. I know this on some level, and I'm going to tell you the part I heard, and then I might need some help with the other part." That's really good skills on how we reflect without making ourselves wrong, but giving people a heads up. I'm going to have a missing hole here. So thank you for how you did that. That was lovely. It's your turn, Scott.
Sure. And thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I've only had this happen like a small handful of times in my life, so I'm not really practiced at navigating it, and it leads to a lot of like introspection, and also like uncertainty feelings. But I'm aware that I've hurt somebody, and it wasn't my intention. And I kind of like have this philosophy that when I've knowingly hurt somebody, like it's my responsibility to like exit their life. And and it makes me uncertain too if I unintentionally hurt others and then don't even know I've done it. And you know, perhaps they're just giving me a wide berth because it's friendship, you know. And when you know, and I think part of the values of the Bridgemakers group is to keep trying. So I'm interested in exploring it, but I also recognize that I'm very inexperienced at it. And it affects me in a way that like it's just my personality to be like, well, if this one piece of the puzzle isn't fitting, then that means like I have to redo the whole puzzle. Like the whole puzzle is now like mixed up. And it just like my world starts crumbling a little bit. So in hindsight, maybe I'm running, you know, as this faux altruistic, like I'm protecting the other person, and I'm just trying to like have my life not like be super derailed over it too. So I mean that's here's just an example of my logic loop that I fall into is you know, being uncertain about uncertainty and kind of rolling through that repetitively, obsessively.
Well, thank you, Scott. Oof. Has everybody tried reflecting? I think, Axel, have you? I don't remember.
No, but I can give it a go.
Yeah, thank you.
What I've heard was that the uncertainty surrounding resolving conflict, which is not very easy to do. So I totally feel that in with you. And the cycle that you go through when you accidentally, unknowingly create a conflict and trying to figure out the way to go about fixing. Well, I don't want to say, well, like just kind of fixing it, but then making it so that both parties are seen and heard, um, to reach a meaningful conclusion that feels right in the moment for both parties involved. And I think that's what I heard from you. Did I get that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Axel.
Yeah. And I would add a layer onto that that would just be that you're really leaning in to Bridgemaker's values and trying again. And that's uncertain and scary, but you're trying. I appreciate that. Yeah. Wow. What a group tonight. My goodness. Okay, I believe everyone here has gone. We have a loose timeline that we go through, and I know I haven't gone either. And this is one of those amazing moments where technically I think everybody has done their reflections and their sharings. Did I get that right? So
Did
that
Mary have a pain point?
no, Mary.
I've been hiding.
Yes.
Gonna be back in like
Gotcha.
30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't come here with a pain point, and I've just been so like listening to everyone's. I feel like I relate to most, if not all of them. Uh, feeling a pull to just add to that with my own, but I want to resist that as well.
Yeah,
But
real. We do.
yeah, I guess I'll make that my pain point.
You don't have fun tonight. Yeah, that's real.
When I see someone share something and relates to me, but I want them to have their own moment. It's their space, their voice.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. It's an interesting one to try to reflect back. But I think really what I'm hearing you say is part of you not adding a pain point just to stoke the fire is out of respect for all the pain that was brought here on purpose. And that part of how to honor that is to not try to add to it just to participate. And you've also really identified and related to everybody here. Yeah. Thank you. That's lovely. Okay, so my pain point. You can all just pick a word out of this. You want to reflect back if you want. I had a big aha moment in the last couple of days. Wednesday was my first day sort of off in about 3 months, maybe. I work a lot, and I work mostly for no money, and I work mostly on bridge makers, and some people are very worried about that, including me, but very much like the life circumstances piece. This is the path of least suffering for me right now, and yet when I am so involved and I don't have the chance to take time off, I now have a team that is building in the inner kind of bridge makers working that is actually starting to step in and take things off of my plate. And so I've been blocking Wednesdays out for months now, but I haven't been able to actually utilize them and just not speak to anybody for one day per week. That's a very rare thing. But I did that this week, and what I found underneath was that I wasn't tracking. I had gone pretty numb, and I haven't been tracking that I got pretty thrown, disrupted, spun last week. I was scouting for worlds for this event on a Thursday night, and before Scott's event, and I got attacked. Um,
Mm.
Hmm.
and I've been attacked in here multiple times by people. That's really not the first or probably last, but this one was different, and it really, I think it got in my body. Um,
Hmm.
so there was just something about how these two men put their bodies into mine and said some really horrible things, which again, that has also happened by multiple groups of much more hateful people. But this one got to me more than I wanted to acknowledge. And so I think I shut down pretty hard. And then what I started to trace after that was that all these other things started to collapse because I wasn't in my middle, I wasn't in my body anymore. So um I wrote about this very transparently, and I de-identified all the people involved with it because it really wasn't about any individual responses or lack of responses. It was about something that I started to understand is happening for me in this service that I'm doing with bridge makers, which is, um, I believe it's I'm around a lot of male passing people in physical reality, uh, in virtual reality. So in physical reality, many of you get away with or can pass as a man and have lived that life. And so I think that people don't realize what it's like to be a woman in physical reality and then also come in here and have these things happen constantly. And so, yeah, and I'm okay. So if somebody could go say hello to Sash, that would
Yeah.
be wonderful. Thank you. Oh, okay, they found us.
Yo.
Welcome. So
Hello.
Sash, we're just doing a finishing sharing here, and I'm a little tearful right now, but you're welcome to just have a seat. I'm just sharing a
Oh
pain
yeah, of
point that
course.
I've gone through in the
Wake up.
last week. Um, so
Oh.
yeah, so I'm partly sharing this because this is kind of an apology a little bit. I've been off and I didn't know it, and I've made some decisions in the last week that weren't huge, but I think they affected everybody. One of them was that last week, instead of doing our pain points, I decided to make it a little more intellectual. And I didn't have any consciousness at the time. I just remember saying, I feel restless. Let's not do pain points. But it was really that I couldn't go there because I was in a lot of pain. And in the process of this journey, I have tried to share with some people in here and also in physical reality. And the responses have unfortunately been very unconscious. I've been told that I shouldn't wear this avatar in public, um, as one of the responses.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
by somebody who had literally just said that they had heard about violence towards women in VR, and they had specifically really made it their goal to intervene and advocate and be an ally there. And that's the first time I tried to talk about this. And so, and they weren't the one that said it, but they excused somebody else saying it to some degree. And so these are these things that I think get just normalized in gaming culture and with all of the male passing presence in these spaces, it's very hard to keep up with realizing that when somebody comes in a world and they have some inference of penis in their name, which happened a few days later, um, I feel like a physical reality person has come with their genitals out. And when all the people present don't look up and see that and try to intervene, not to be aggressive or shaming, but to call this person in and hold a boundary. And so I am the one that's compelled to go and do that. And nobody even acknowledges it. Those are really hard things that I carry with me to sleep. And they just piled up this week, one after another after another. And then I went to one of the women in Bridgemakers that is supporting me a bit and just tried to clean off. I felt like I was pulling shrapnel out of my body and being like, wait, where'd this come from? And so I've just been off. I've been really off this week and I didn't know it. I've had a lot of beautiful moments happen at the very same times, but I've been trolled in bizarre ways a few times this week, even in private instances. And so when somebody was trolling me a few nights ago in a private instance, they were moving in and out of my body. And somebody texted me who was present and told me they were trying to hit that, air quotes, who was trying to explain what was happening, because I was very confused with this particular presentation. I didn't know if this person was glitching or what was going on. And so I became a that in that moment. And so I just, yeah, I feel sad and confused about how to say, I need your help. I need you to step up and be kind to people, but get in between me and them and help me not burn out like this. I don't know how to ask for that without being the simpering, too sensitive female passing person that just is taking virtual reality as too real. So that's my pain point, and I know I went over my 2 minutes. And sorry, Sash, for how maybe random that must feel to walk in on that, but I appreciate
No, you're good.
your presence. And I don't need a lot. I really appreciate y'all hearing this. I definitely don't need advice or fixing. I've gotten some hard spins off of that this week. But if you want to reflect one word or one sentence, that would be helpful.
Me.
Go for it, Jag.
It's so hard not to say too much when it's something so serious, but it's something that so many women have experienced. So it's like you're not alone, and so many people can reflect your experience, and it's so terrible. And I just want to keep it short because it is so hard not to say more and then say the wrong words. But it's so valid and reflectable.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, as that very male passing guy, like just the very end there, I think the last two words you said were hard truths, something along those lines. And yeah, it's something a lot of folks that look like me don't have to worry about or face or consider. Yeah, I've definitely had that moment where somebody comes in with a penis joke in their name, and it's like, and yeah, I probably wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
So.
Mm.
Thank you. And not everybody has to reflect. It just whoever wants to go, and then we can move on. But thank you, Carl. It is called Time to Penis in Gaming Culture. And it is literally a recorded amount of time before something phallic or penis related shows up. And even in bridge makers, this happens constantly. And I get tired of bringing this up. So the way that you can help with that, if you ever want to, is just thinking about how do you call people in without shaming them, but also hold the line there so it isn't left to me.
One part that I heard that I'd like to share is seeking some understanding from some trusted sources, and it's sort of like making it worse. Yeah, that just must have felt awful.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, definitely felt confusing and just not knowing when it's okay to tell the truth and just be seen for it and not fixed.
I'm glad you shared that vulnerable side of you. I think very serious, and I'm glad to have heard that. Well, not that it's happening, that's bad, but I don't mind that you were able to be vulnerable. I thought that was, yeah,
Thank you.
it was nice to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Mary.
Just wanted to say that I heard that you basically have been violated in some way, physical or virtual reality be damned. It still felt that way, and that's what made it real.
Yeah. Thank you for echoing that back. Yeah. It was VR, but it was also I've had violating experiences in physical reality, so they combined in a really hard swirl of trauma. Yeah. If there are any others, thank you, and no worries if there aren't. Not everybody has to reflect Heyu's horror back to you.
I don't know if this is unnecessary, or I just feel kind of compelled to say, in these communities we exist in, and try to better and help run. I can say that the of the few that I've been, the more insular spaces, the more kind of not like just group public instances always open and pushing for member count go up, but those kind of curated spaces that it is kind of more common. I mean, I can say even within our group, we've had oustings of people who were basically, doing things that some other people were like, oh, it's just VR. What's the big deal? Like they were just joking around, and it's like, nah, sorry, that's assault. They got to go. So, and I've seen that from other communities in VR. So it is something that I'm, always kind of proud to see that people take it serious.
Yeah, I hear that. And if you know anything about me, even with the troll that was moving in and out of my body, I asked people to not kick that person when a vote to kick was done. I know that it is a very clear justice system in these places of like, if you're doing harm, you don't belong. And as you all know about me, I have been on a restorative justice and a transformative justice march for a long time. And so, would I ever want the two people that did that in here with us? No, I don't. I don't think they're ever going to be. But I also know that we can't heal the world outside without learning how to heal with each other. And
yeah, there's value in having a dialogue.
Yeah. So I did hit record at the end of this violation, and I did go back and watch some of these recordings as I wrote about these just shrapnel pieces that happened over the week. And one of the things my friend who saw this video echoed back to me is at the very end of the video, as I was leaving the instance, I said, I wish you will find healing. And she said, your voice sounds so broken. So, but that is how I do leave those moments. I wish people to find healing. And that is what I wish for them still. So, and I also wish for world builders to not build worlds like that, because that world, I believe, in hindsight, was intentionally designed for that kind of trap. And I have never seen one work like that, but I've heard about it. And I now realize I got by a world that was designed to make people think they were walking into an expansive nature space. And instead, I was in a box that was about 8 by 9. And 2 people were inside waiting for me or whoever was going to come in. So that is the story, and thank you for hearing it. And if you are tracing back to our encounters and realizing, oh, maybe you were off then and I didn't know it, that's probably why. It's been a ripple and I didn't realize it, but I want to clean it up as a leader and acknowledge that I need to go back a bit more and trace how I've been reacting to people over the last week and just see if I've done more harm than I even realized. And part of the healing is to say it out loud and hear it echoed back. So thank you for holding the circle with me as I hold the circle with you each week. It was I definitely, as each of you joined, I felt like, okay, if I need to say this tonight, I trust this group. I trust each of you. And I trust that we can hold this and hopefully it not feel too heavy to continue being in connection to each other. I just needed to tell the truth in the place that it is happening and let you know that as a female passing person in physical reality, when people use sexuality and specifically male genitalia and sexuality on me, I don't just feel it as a leader, I feel it in my body and it carries with me. And this was probably the first moment that had happened where I had nothing left. Normally I flip it on the people and I will interview them and I will make that moment a moment that they will be haunted with and choose something different for the rest of their life. But I was out. I had nothing to do there except just leave. So that's heavy for me to say. Thank you for hearing it. I have been also repeatedly accused by many people who leave bridge makers that I am too heavy and the fridge is too heavy and the space is too heavy. So I moved through that fear and decided to say it anyways. Because if I can't say something real and also say I'm sorry because I didn't catch this and I did not have enough balance in my life or people who knew me well enough to say something's not right. How are you? What's going on? I didn't build those habits. Oh, thank you, Mary. A sympathetic glare when you apologize. Yes, I like the word sympathetic glare. Mary looks stern in a loving way. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for all the space you've held here. And I'm going to trust that my heaviness is not too heavy. You look like you're floating on a cloud drag, so.
I'm not a yoga ball.
Okay, there we go. You're staying flexible. I don't want to close that off too quickly, so it is trauma that I just named, and I want to honor that and invite you all to take care of your bodies. If you need to debrief with each other or with me, I would say give it a beat, sleep on it. And if you need to say something after that, maybe put it in the chat so that we all have witness on it. I've gotten, for what I did write and publish, I've gotten a lot of DMs from men who are telling me why this happens in VR and kind of mansplaining a ton. I'm like, oh God. I literally turned responses off. So that did not happen. And I ended with a question and it's still happening. Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, well, I can't. So that is not the need. The need is if you want to do something with the pain that you just witnessed, next time you see somebody with the name penis or anything around penis being mentioned, don't be quiet about it. Pull that person aside and just call them in and ask them to change what they're doing. And be vigilant in these spaces. So the female passing person does not have to hold the line for everybody else. That is what would help me be sustainable to keep supporting social VR and all of you. Whew. Okay. Now, I'm not going to take you to that world. That would be a little too intense, and I don't even know if it's in my history, but this is the part where, oh wow, we're at 7:43.
Yeah, we only got 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we could just do it in here and be like, how does this world make community or break community? And then we'll do our check.
Yeah, a lot of folks haven't been here before.
Say. Yeah.
We
And-
could go to Profidor's world.
Oh, we could. We could go sit in the
Yeah.
black hole. Would you all like to go to a black hole? Any of you?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to go.
Oh, good. Let's go to the black hole and then we'll check out in the core. That's a great idea. It's a way to.
There is. There are chairs now. We got
There are
some
If it's
chairs.
as cool as their
Yeah.
avatar,
It is cooler.
let's go.
We've got some dolly and death connected to it. So let's go.
Oh boy.
Zoom, zoom.
Interesting. Let's go
Mhm.
check it out.
Go inside the first black hole auditorium in VR.
Oh, fine. Working. I still need to fix this movement speed. We are pretty fast here, so should be able to run around pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I accidentally jumped off the thing.
It's
Oh,
very easy to go
look,
too
it's-
fast in here.
It's you.
Yay. I know.
Oh yeah, been several updates.
I know.
Actually,
I'm like
in VR in a little bit.
pointing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the sign's readable. Should we all just
Immediately-
head to the center?
Immediately got Fallout vibes. Looking at
Fallout.
Oh,
Me
this-
too.
this
yeah.
area.
Maybe I need more. I think we need some more nature. Maybe like
Yeah.
Oh, we'll work.
Work out. We'll have
Mhm.
some trees.
The bloom kind
Dead
of washes
tree.
the
I got
sign
those
out.
trees. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
I actually
think,
I actually recommend doing like light
Text
on
Mesh
dark
Pro?
background.
hmm.
Okay. So the text is
VR
white
chat,
and
fix
the
that
background.
elephant's long eggs.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, the text should be white.
Due to
Bunch of
your
bloom.
heavy use of Bloom, it will make it easier to read.
Mm.
Okay,
That's true.
thank you.
Oh yeah, it's a bit bloomy here. But I love bloom.
I don't know. Is the
Bloom
sign
is
itself emissive?
beautiful.
It is, yes.
Okay, then maybe it might be enough to make the sign itself not emissive,
Hmm.
because
Unlit too, but
it's like blending over the text basically. Like the yellow is.
No, I agree. I agree.
Oh, okay. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
As
Yeah,
it's emissive.
somebody wants me to change the font to match the font of the road signs we need to still get in, and I'm just like,
Oh.
I don't want to see
that'd
that
be-
font in road sign font. What was it called?
Oh, it was like something gothic.
Goth.
What was that? Oh,
Road goth sign font. Really annoying.
well, that was like its nickname, not its official name.
Yeah. So eventually you'll get to run along the road, and what we want to have is these avatar or signs that are they're like anthropomorphized. So they have poles that are like arms, and they're holding up the signs, kind of like they're spirits of the forest that are showing you the signs on how to go to the space, but the signs will actually be telling you how to participate, like what the norms are for bridge makers and stuff. It's like the last
great.
thing to do, but the hardest one to do because I feel out of creative energy right now.
Yeah, we definitely want to think of something to do with twisting the signs. But that's
Yeah.
gonna be interesting. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult, but it's gotta be done just right, I think.
Yeah, the body language needs to be like cute and sincere and real, but not
Mm-hmm.
not too cute. Just honest.
Mm.
Ooh, there's bumps. I don't remember the bumps.
Probably like triangles being weird.
Ripples.
Okay, that's fun.
I just want to
So,
celebrate like Silent. Where's Silent? Silent wrote, just enjoy this moment. The script of entering this black hole was written by Silent. Like Silent made the entrance to the black hole space
That's
for us.
awesome.
Yeah. And Silent is the if I can out you, Silent is the creator of
Nice.
Monuments, which is like my new favorite world
Oh,
in
yeah.
VR chat.
Whoa,
So
monument.
talk about a
I love that
journey.
effect.
That looks nice in VR.
Oh man,
Lovely.
I've walked up monuments so many times at this point.
Look at
I'm
that.
the only
right?
dude walking up it manually.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man, nice.
think about the symbolism of that. That I have gone to all the black holes in VR chat multiple times. I'm a black hole fan, and I have never
Oh
found
yeah,
one.
In Time is one of my favorite.
I have never
Oh,
found one that you
gosh.
can walk inside and be in an event space. And so to have Silent script the doorway to our black hole is just like, it's really lovely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot about
Okay,
the
Professor,
weird glitch on
I'm
the
sorry.
stars.
I looked up. Yeah, that's too much. I
Too many
don't
stars.
I don't
Yeah.
actually know what's going on there. It's not the stars.
It's the
I
blue.
don't.
Something with the blue.
Yeah, it's
maybe.
definitely the bloom. Like that is too
Why
much.
is it?
Why is it
I was
ripple?
gonna say that
That's
would make
it's
sense why I
definitely
don't see anything. My
You're
bloom
welcome.
is usually off.
We are.
Oh yeah. That's no good.
I don't even
Radioactive.
It's a bit
know.
much.
How do you turn the
If-
bloom on? I don't.
If you double click
Bloom
your gear
is-
icon and go to the
Oh.
graphics section. Or no, you don't even have to double click it. Just go to the small menu gear and scroll like most of the way down.
Display and
Display and
visuals.
visual
Oh yeah, bloom
adjustments.
intensity.
Oh, I'm at
And I normally
7.
have it on
Oh
0.
no, bloom
Yeah.
intensity is 0. Oh God. Oh
Yeah.
God. No, no, no.
Oh, that's
Cool
weird.
down.
Yeah,
Not
Oh,
good.
it also makes my nose go crazy style.
Interesting.
Still white
Yeah.
on my end. Oh man,
That
even
was,
with it,
that
it's
was
5%.
intense. Thank you for calling that.
Mm,
Yeah, no, we cannot do that.
yeah, maybe
No,
I
yeah.
should.
Yeah,
Not
I
radioactive
Play it all
anymore.
the way down.
I
Just
do
on my side.
recommend.
You
Once again, I
could-
do recommend not going above like too far above 1.0 on the bloom.
Yeah.
Just in general,
Now-
if
now
you
we
want
know.
to make it bloom more,
And, like,
raise the
5.
emission rather than raising
You're
the
right,
bloom,
you're right.
basically.
You could do an effect where it reduces as you enter the black hole.
That's something I
Yeah,
was
no, we
already
got
playing
chairs
with.
A lot of
now.
progress from the wooden stool now.
Definitely.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
were the first chair, and now it's got company.
Yeah, that's.
You know what's really magical
It
about
looks
tonight?
nice at about 10% to me.
A lot of the
Yeah, 10
people
or 5.
in this video, like probably about a third of them, are actually here. And they,
Yeah, I was
they had
thinking
a-
about that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I kept seeing a Mew in all these videos. I'm like, who's that person
Who's
with
the
the Mew
Mew?
avatar?
Yeah, there you go. The
That's
all
That was
star has
weird.
joined. Did
I
you
was
see
looking this
yourself?
way and suddenly heard my own voice. Very strange.
I kept mentioning. I kept meaning to mention to you, being like, "You're a 10-foot video player on repeat now," but I forgot to tell you. So surprise!
Thanks.
Yeah.
I also wanted to
Immortalized.
remark on traveling along the road here. I feel like I'm gonna feel energetic by the time I get to the black hole.
Hmm.
You can see it now.
This is
The
suspense.
journey
When I
inspires
first,
energy.
Yeah.
when I first walked through.
Yeah.
Video's still hard to hear.
The developments. As
Yeah.
I recenter myself.
Oh yes, we have lights on the inside.
Start. New texture on the pillars, the double helixes.
Mhm. Yeah. You're
Helices?
picking up all the changes.
Thank
you. It
Gotta go really well on the joystick.
So let's not do it alone anymore. Let's learn from each other and allow for the possibility we can make.
It's still quiet. I feel
So
like
if you
I
turn
set it
your
really
world
high.
volume up, it actually works pretty well.
Hmm. Oh, you know, maybe I had world volume up all the way when I was.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it is.
Let me
That's a lot
test it.
better.
Yay.
Thank you.
Aw, you're going to be the first circle in the middle of the black hole. And we're going to do an appreciation round. This is a really healing, beautiful moment. I'm glad we're all here. Maybe turn your world volume down, because otherwise the appreciation will be this beautiful
Oh yeah, you can turn
video.
the
but-
big slider at the bottom too, which is definitely like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say we got to do a lightning appreciation round.
Yeah, do you
Well,
have
it
a hard
is.
stop here in 5 minutes?
Not hard, but I got
Okay.
some folks waiting.
Okay. Yeah, so if I love that you're all just going for watching the video. It is on a loop, so you're welcome to hang out and watch the rest later. But if you don't mind, let's circle up and do our checkout so we can finish our time, and then we're going to say goodbye to our viewing audience. But this is really a great christening for this space of really the intention of Bridge Makers is to help us pause in between the dreams and the nightmares
So fast.
of community. Like that was the design of this space, was to acknowledge how warped our dreams get in here and how twisted they can be and how much it feels like they're going to break apart and how many communities have died in this warped kind of space. The dreams never finished and they never found grace. And then they just expired and collapsed and imploded. And then it's over. and they were never grieved and they were never honored with a funeral the way people tend to get. So here we are.
I think we're gonna have like the alt space logo just hovering and floating around up there, probably.
Yeah,
Get
well,
some other
and you can
communities.
also think about other communities you've seen die. We've thought about writing their names on the columns underneath the bridge, kind of in graffiti, but just giving them a place to live and recognizing that we're all built off of the bones of other dreams that never finished. And someday bridge makers will probably be another one of those bones. So just being in the pause for a moment, this exists. For a moment, we're in a circle together. For a moment, we're telling the truth and reflecting each other back and not trying to be a one step shop of fixing it, of making it better. Yeah. And you all know the game, maybe. This is the appreciation ball game. So you have this invisible ball inside this very visible ball that we're in. And that ball has all the energy of everything we've shared tonight. And we have lots of balls in Frofidor, and we have a ball on drag, so many balls. But I like this ball to be imaginary because we have paused and grown it together. And this is a way to synchronize our body language and to practice, whether we're on desktop or embodied form, practice being a bit playful with each other, but also when we receive that ball, holding our hands open to show that I will accept that somehow I grew you, whatever that answer is. Thank you. And so the appreciation is not about giving compliments. You can do that. You can, I like your avatar or something about you, but it's about recognizing that no matter who you throw it to, we're all connected to each other. We're all tracing each other. We are all impacted by each other. So you may not be able to give the appreciation to the person you would normally want or you were most impacted by tonight, but it doesn't mean you can't trace who's been appreciated, who hasn't, and participate in closing the circle on purpose. So with that, the ball is in the middle now, all juiced up. Who would like to grab it and throw it to the person who is least expecting it from you and will be most surprised to receive it in this moment? Uh-huh. I like that everyone's holding here. Carl got it.
Okay,
Yoink.
jeez. Okay.
Figure out how to script that to be changed.
Yeah, we're a little on the fast side. I was muted, so you didn't hear my initial like whoa as I shot up onto the stage area. Yeah, I figured the
It's fun
hesitation
seeing you
there.
speak twice.
Seeing me
You're on the
speak
screen right
twice.
now.
There's Carl.
I was when I saw the video when we came in, I was like, I'm in this video.
You are.
All right. I honestly didn't really have a solid thought in my mind. I think I wanted to give it to Frophy just because you expressing that kind of doubt in your creativity, while to me you're like this pinnacle of creativity. Just kind of, humanizes you in the way that, you kind of build a caricature of most people you meet briefly, and that may just fleshed you out into a fuller, more realized, dude to me. And just the fact that you're keeping on too, because I mean, making stuff that I find amazing, and you're, wondering if it's good enough.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
I have.
Careful, you throw just the one.
All of them go at
It's in
somebody.
my hole. Oh god. I'm gonna toss it to Drag, and I really appreciated a new person joining us that was so interested in understanding what we were doing and taking the initiative to try reflecting and understanding. And I also think your avatar is kind of cool too. So I was really I was like, oh, there's a new person. Oh, but it was like you seem like a cool person. So I want to appreciate that.
Yay.
Now I have to figure out who to send it to
Mm-hmm.
without being like expected. Who's gonna be the most
Mm-hmm,
surprised?
exactly. Yeah.
But I really suck at remembering things, so I barely remember most of what happened.
It is hectic.
Take time.
I'm trying to remember the pain points. Who had some good pain points?
Mm.
I can't
Harder when
remember
you're
them.
new
I
to
just suck at
everything.
remembering stuff.
What'd you say, Mary?
It's harder when you're new to everything
Yeah,
to remember what happened.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys see me moving all the time. I'm too distracted to remember things.
It's time to learn to listen, so no worries. It's an acclimation piece.
I know it's maybe too easy of a pick, but I want to pick Haya.
Okay.
Like her story was like the big story for the whole night. But I appreciate you like making it so public and like telling other people they can make an impact on it. I've talked with Carl before about this, how just a little bit. Like I'm very aware of what women go through. So like I have a friend from high school that I talk about feminism with a lot, and I just love hearing women's point of views on things and using that to correct my own point of view. And the fact that you made it public and like pushed other people to act on it too is like another extra step. So it's like not just taking it on to yourself, but also telling other people they can make an impact as well.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna throw this to Scott. Scott,
Wow.
I appreciate you came here tonight. I feel your vulnerability and I feel your presence, and I'm glad you're here. I think sometimes just showing up matters more than anything. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you too. I'm gonna pass the ball over to Axel for for extending some grace for when I was getting the full story and also being my reflection too. I appreciate you for that, and I'm also looking forward to learning more about the play as it manifests. So yeah, good luck, and thank you.
Yeah, lovely.
I am going to pass the ball over to Silent.
Silent, catch the ball.
Oh.
I definitely felt and share in that pain point that you had from tonight of just wanting the equals for everyone. And I think part of what I'm trying to bring through in my play that I'm writing for my thesis as well. So it just felt connected on that basis too. So very appreciative of that point tonight.
Yeah.
Who's something here? I am going to pass it to Camel, though perhaps not for the expected reason. I really, 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 really appreciate. You said it was kind of not. What was the? I guess not standard, but reflecting Scott back kind of out of turn like that. That is something that I really appreciate and kind of really brought like this feeling of, well, it's like we are actually listening to each other
Thanks.
in this circle. That was like I guess really affected me tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
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 Warm fuzzies.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, thanks. I'm thrown now. No, I need to process that is nice, and also decide who to pass it to.
Yeah.
Who do we have left? We've got
It's Sash.
Sash, I think.
I think
Mary.
I'm going to give it to Carl.
Right.
Because
Doubled up.
have you already had one?
No, but since I
started.
started, I'll have to go.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll have to appreciate twice. To the trap of grabbing it first.
That's okay. I'm sure you can handle it.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever really interacted one-on-one. I've never had a conversation directly with you, but always in these kinds of scenarios, I've always thought that you were a kind of a steady baseline in what you say. Maybe it's the tone in your voice, I don't know. But I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. All right, wait, now who hasn't gotten it?
Mary and Sash. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe. I think it's like easy mode, hard mode, because I could definitely come up for Mary, but I think that's the first time I've seen Sash. So I will go with Sash.
Catch those.
Whoosh.
Oh,
Good
almost
save.
hit
I
Axel.
don't have good.
catch.
Yeah, I don't have good aim.
Aim's not good. You got it.
And maybe a slightly atypical kind of thought, but just what popped into my head. But in a lot of instances, when folks put random stuff into the pronoun box, I kind of roll my eyes, or I'm kind of like, it's not the place for jokes or whatever. But the kind of like the vibes of that, hopes and dreams kind of implies, a positive spin on the whole, like it can be whatever you want or something along those lines or anything. So normally that kind of rubs me wrong, but in that case, I don't mind yours. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I came across that. I just kind of made that term up when I was getting back into Toby Fox's content with Deltarune. I was like, holy shit, it's like, and it kind of was like the straw that broke the camel's back as I was like getting back in VR chat after kind of just readjusting after dropping out of college. I was like, wow. It's like, I gotta look at things with a slightly different attitude. But don't want to like hold this for too long. I'll pitch in my 2 cents since I didn't really show up for most of it. Mary, this is a hard mic. It basically wasn't here, but I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can get something. The No Block Initiative group that I've seen with Camelbone, you, and that too. I'm really interested in that. I'm gonna compliment that. It's a very positive. It's a very it's a spin on conflict resolution that I've had in mind, but didn't have a like physical like idea of what I want to make of it. So it's a compliment for you, but also in general, this group is pretty. It's just a sum of all the things I kind of wanted as like a. The term's bridge shaker, right?
Bridge
Just
makers.
someone from a.
You have bridge shakers within it. Both. Yeah.
But yeah, just someone like very just come from like a very jaded kind of community of like people who didn't really get along with the general public of a fandom, and we just kind of collected. It didn't really have much of an event, so seeing like this place where like ideas are pretty much open as long as we're acting civilly is just a really good breath of fresh air besides just the kind of anarchy of those other groups. So I'm gonna toss to you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you for showing me these opportunities along with everyone else.
yeah.
Yeah, Mary's
Thanks a
definitely
lot
had a
for
huge part
what
in
you said
getting
about
Bridge Makers set up as well.
Yeah.
No Block Initiative. It's so nice to hear something heartfelt and positive about it. Somebody's impression. It's really nice.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
what Carl said also about Mary is what you missed, but that's a perfect way to close this, is that Mary shared a line on kindness and what kindness meant from what we're practicing here. And so I wonder, Mary, if you'd be willing to share that one more time just to finish our space tonight. Could you read that one more time tonight? Yeah.
So, kindness to me used to mean about being considerate, but now it's about soothing someone's fear by showing that I honor their vulnerability.
Yeah. Soothing someone's fear by honoring their vulnerability. Yeah. Oof. What a way to acknowledge. So let's get a group
Strength to be
photo.
vulnerable.
Yeah. It's hard to be vulnerable, but it's honest.
Where are we going?
Where should we go? What's the good place for
Usually the road right in front of the black hole is another good spot.
Right, you get the black hole behind you. Yeah.
I think it was a few days ago when y'all did the
Yeah,
robot.
we had
Yeah.
The
what
robot
was it?
picture.
Yeah. That was oh my gosh, who was it that was taking pictures? They posted the pictures.
Armani and Jay, I think.
I actually have the Armani though.
There's also a snakehead the other direction, but we can go. We could get the elephant. We could do the stargazer. So many choices.
VR chat
What
fixed
is
my
this?
long list.
This is the stargazer. It's a whole story.
So Stargazer.
Yeah, look it up.
Okay.
Stargazer. This is an actual scanned this is a scanned stargazer that is a whole phenomena that is quite magical, but it's one of 3 in the world that was found buried with its head on it. All the other stargazers found around the world all have their heads broken off and buried right next to it.
Oh.
So it's a very, very expensive, very treasured item by the 3 countries that have found these intact. And now
Okay,
we
I'm
have
just getting flowers and fish.
That's going to be the background
It's
for the
hard
picture.
it's hard to
Looks like a
track
fish.
them. But
Carl.
I did find the
Did
data.
you know
in-
there's a comet in the sky in like the
What?
next week that you can see?
Really?
Comet.
Let's stand in front of the stargazer. This will be a unique one.
Let me know when that is.
Such a lovely way to.
Okay.
I have to look it up. I forget the exact
Oh, yeah,
dates.
the shader is still here.
Aw, look at that.
And you're on the edge.
Yay! And Frog, you're welcome to hop in here with us wherever
I'm
Frog
gonna
went.
scoot in here.
Frog is here.
I
No,
think he's-
that's Camel. The avatar's in
No,
here.
Frog's
a little
over there.
funky. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the shader of your avatar. It seems like
Yeah.
the shadows do block you if from rendering like
Right?
poor Camel. He looks like a shadow demon.
I know.
I don't know how to fix that.
Great. We'll
Your
problem solve it.
shader's too realistic.
All right, what's our word for the night? So 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm
tell
kinda
us
dark,
your
too.
word.
Oh,
3,
man.
2, 1.
Black
Shout
hole.
out a word. Black hole. What else?
Shadow demon.
Beginnings.
Shadow demon.
Black hole.
Beginnings. Oh, beginnings
Shadow
is
demons.
nice.
Black
Oh,
hole. Happy
so
Halloween.
good. Happy
Balloon.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yay.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
All
It
right,
is
and
ween.
then let's emoji out our viewing
Mhm.
audience. So thank you for watching our stream.
Oops.